All right, we've got 236 grams of milk, 162 grams of brown sugar, 151 grams of butter, 75 grams of molasses. I've got 65 grams of freshly grated ginger, and let's see, I've got in there 320 grams of flour. I've got 6 grams of baking soda. I've got 3 grams of ground ginger. I've got 1 gram of ground cinnamon, and I've got 3/4 of a gram of allspice. So, if you haven't guessed, we're making ginger cake. Let's get her done. Alright, if I was writing a recipe for this, I would say in a small saucepan over medium heat. Because we're doing this in the pizza shop, we're going to just take the milk and the butter and the sugar and the molasses, and we're going to put them in a frying pan, just like that. Now, because I was doing a video, I first weighed everything out so I could make this smooth. Normally I would have weighed my molasses directly into the frying pan, put the whole thing on the scale, then I'd have had one less dish to clean and get all sticky, but that's what I do for you guys. So we're going to take that and we're just going to set that in the bottom oven here, which is not on, but it's warm because the top one's on, so this gets really nice and warm. Just going to put that in there and let everything get nice and soft. So give that a close, and then we're going to do the rest. Yeah, in this bowl we're going to do the flour, the soda, the cloves, ginger, or sorry, the allspice, ginger, and cinnamon. Let's throw that in there. We're going to give that a little mix in a minute. And once that stuff is once the stuff in the bottom oven there is all melted, we're going to put the grated ginger in it, mix it together. Alrighty. So here we go. This is the butter and milk and molasses and sugar all melted up. We're going to add our ground ginger. There we go, just mix that in like that. Then we're going to take our mixed stuff here. This is the flour and the allspice, cinnamon, ginger. We're just going to put that in there. There we go. Now, you want to stir this not too much, just so it's mixed through. Should make a fairly thick, sticky batter. It smells delicious. Fresh ginger. It's amazing. Actually, isn't nearly as stiff as I thought it would be. And I hate it when that happens. Yeah, so there we go. Just gonna let that sit for a minute and we'll put it in a cake pan. Alright, now it tells you to use a cake pan, which I don't have because this is a pizza shop, not a cake shop. So what I have here is a 1/3 steel insert, stainless steel insert, which I've rubbed with butter and then dusted with flour. And there goes my phone. Hang on, guys. Sorry about the phone call there, tubers. That was my father. He was looking for a handle for his door opening latch and handle for his walk-in freezer. And I actually happen to have an extra one in stock. Knew they're close to 300 bucks. So maybe I can save him some money, make some money myself. And his is in poor condition, but maybe I'll be able to rebuild it and resell it, or maybe the next time he needs one. Alright, so this is the ginger spice cake, and as you can see, it's pretty thin in there in my quote-unquote cake pan, but not much I can do with that. I'm going to put that in a double tray in the oven. Alright guys, she's on a double tray, as you can see. Because it's a pizza oven and way too hot, we got to cook stuff on a double tray. But that's not so bad. It's going to be delicious. And we're just going to give it 25 minutes because it's so thin. Doesn't need more, I don't think. We'll have a look. Alright, we're going to make some icing. So we got 223 grams of white sugar here. Just going to get that all powdered up. And we're probably going to add some vanilla. This is 4 or 5 grams here. You can see that sugar is damp now, but it's not quite icing, so we're just going to let this go for a while, and we're going to add some rum to get it to all stick together in a minute. Alright, this is Appleton Estate rum. It's Jamaican style rum, and it's alright. It's great for cooking with. And we're adding about 15 grams or so. Alright, well it's been about 27 minutes. This thing looks beautiful. And it's ready, I think. I'm going to give it 4 minutes. Let's have a look. She's a beaut. Let's put it over here to cool a little. Take those out. Let's have a look. I'm into that. And it looks like it's pulled away from the sides just nicely. So once it cools a wee bit more, we'll take it out of the pan. We'll add some of our rum, vanilla, and sugar to the top. It'll kind of melt on there as kind of a glaze. Alright, well this is cooled for about 10 minutes. Still quite warm. Anyway, we're just going to tip that out. Beautiful. And we're just going to put that on a pizza plate that's upside down, a pizza tin. The reason you do that is it's got holes in it, so the bottom will stop steaming. If you leave it in the pan too long, It's just going to steam and make that bottom soggy. And actually, that turned out to be really nice. I was worried that it would be too thin, but it really rose nicely. So we're going to glaze it next. Alright, this is the glaze we made earlier. Just some sugar, some vanilla, a little bit of Appleton Estate, and it's just blasted on. And here, I'm going to do one of these for you. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can really see what's going on. We're just going to, this is still warm. It's not hot, but it's warm. And yes, this will make a mess. That's the way it is. Let's have a look here. But you know, I'm not going to be the first one who made a mess while glazing a warm ginger cake. Oh yeah. There we go. So I'm just going to kind of adjust that a bit. And then we'll let it cool. That's going to get a little crusty on the top as the sugar dries a bit. And as the whole thing cools down. Alright guys, that's it. You see it's still oozing and dripping off. It'll kind of melt to a level where it likes to stay. It's somewhat fluid at this point because the cake is warm. So you'll see places like that where it's getting thin. That's perfect, and it filled in that crack there. And it's just going to kind of run off and make a bit of a mess on my wood here, but that's okay. We're going to just let that cool. Once it cools, we'll cut it open. We're going to try a piece, and I'm just a wee bit excited. Alright, well, we're going to cut into this. See what it's like. Wow. She's a beaut. Look at that. I like that. It's time to taste it. I wouldn't fire me for that. That's delicious. I'm gonna eat more. Well, I got a ½ liter of coffee brewing. I got some slightly warm, fresh ginger cake with a Appleton Estate rum glaze on top. And I think I'm gonna maybe watch some Ice Road Truckers or YouTubes or something while I have a little break. Eat some cake. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.